Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Lex Luger, Wolfpack. Lex is the weekend event card. It's going to be around Showdown. He is a Showboat and Attitude Era. He's got a couple links. The Wolfpack link, gems do 15% more damage, and Attitude Era gems do 10% more damage. He just has his standard Wolfpack gear. He is a coach. All the way at 9k, green gems are going to do 2200 more damage. Very welcome coach. I love these flat gem damage coaches. All of them are great. So this one is no different. Very, very good coach, and I would love to have it. So let's take a look at, I'm going to have 5 movesets for you guys actually. A couple 3 stars, a 4 star, and a couple 5 stars. Let's look at his strap. Nothing too crazy, just I'm running Fury across the board. Flat yellow move damage as well, metal. So nothing super crazy on this one. And time once again plate. That or General's Orders probably going to be the most useful for the majority of the build sets, just to make sure you recycle, help get to the yellow, move, things like that. So let's take a look at the first move set, which is going to be this one. And this is a 3-star move set, so it's a double red as well as the submission. So the submission, I just want to talk about, it's going to be in every single build. It's very strong. In fact, the base damage of 200k is by far the biggest in the game. Tech Brock, just for comparison, is 126k base. So if you're a big fan of Tech Brock and his sub and what it can do, you're probably going to love Lex, because when you get the coaches on and stuff, he's got a bigger sub than Brock. Just for example, Brock's sub lasts 2 turns longer. So without any coaches or trainers, Brock's sub does 756k and Lex's does 603k. It only lasts for 3 turns. But then once you put the extra turn coach on, and the sub coach, the +1 and +50%, they should turn into Brock's at, I want to say, 7 turns at 1.4 or 10 turns at 1.26 million, and that's before adding the base of 50% more damage. So his would be another 50% would be like 63k for 10 turns, so about 1.9 million. And then Lex goes to 7 turns at 1.4 million, plus the 50% brings his another 150k for 7 turns, so 7, like 8.5. So Lex should be over like 2.25 million at that point. So Lex's sub is stronger than Brock's. Sorry, I didn't have all of the math quite worked out. Stronger than Brock's, which is a big deal. Anyway, first move set, Torture Rack. Generate 20 random submission gems and do 201k damage for 3 turns. Remaining gems turn into X-Break. Running knee lift, deal 86k damage and make 12 cross breaks into yellow gems. And military press slam, deal 58k damage and choose a 2x3 area to make into cross breaks. Entourage for this one, we're going with Sting for more red MP to start, and then sub entourage across the board. AJ, Tech Drew, and Shelton. So 4 more sub turns, subs do 50% more damage, and subs do 20% more damage between all of them. So that makes this sub 342k for 7 turns, over 2 million damage. Also keep in mind for Lex, you're going to get feud bonus with the sub. So it's going to be really, really large. So this one, we're just making an area into cross break and then blowing said area up. I want to make sure we get enough yellows. Not going to be a problem at all on this board. And we're going to make them yellow and then blow this area up. Generally, somewhere middle-ish of the board is going to be your best area to destroy. 400k damage and loads the sub. Obviously, if we went with a gem damage setup, that could do a lot of damage. If we set all up for gem damage, then we lose the sub. So kind of a preference sort of thing, whatever you like there. So we're going to hit this big sub, drain ol' Ivar here. Leave a bunch of cross breaks, or X breaks rather. Okay, let's go this route. And this is a choose on the cross break area, so we can choose to put it in a spot and break some of these X breaks, right? So that works out pretty handy. So let's go here. And you can see the skill plate, the time once again helping us fill the yellow up. That's going to be important if board doesn't cooperate. So like I said, that or general's orders would both be really quite good. Nice cascade that time. Might keep Ivar down. He does like to cascade on me. But yep, that'll do it. Pretty easy win. Let's take a look at the next 3-star moveset. We are going to bring one move in. So really, the idea with this one, if you want to run this, is if you want to have a reversal. Since we're not starting turn 1 with the sub, kind of gives you a little bit of a bailout option. So we're going to bring the kick out in. There's a lot in Lex's kit that's pretty cool. Kick out, sub, so you can do some things. 6 MP yellow reversal, deal 203k damage and kick out of pin and swap 10 random gems to red gems. So that's the move we're going to bring in. And then we're going to take a Sting out for this and put Shamrock in. You could leave Sting in. I'm just putting Shamrock in for 2 more yellow MP. Everything else is going to stay the same. If we're lucky, we'll get pinned and get to see it, but it's also not super likely we'll get pinned, so. And this choose makes a very nice, very big deal because you can put it and make sure you get the yellows you want, or hopefully get, and ideally pick up the reds as well. So you want to look for a good spot to land it. So this is a really nice spot. And we're going to get yellows and reds. And also you can see skill plate firing, loading everything up. So sub's ready to go, kickout's ready to go. So in feud, I think this will be pretty solid because if you take a hit turn 1, you'll kick out of it, right? Then you'll just drop the sub pain on them, which I don't usually get defensive feud perks. I'm sure someone's done the math, but if Brock can have a over 5 million sub, I have to imagine Lex can too, since his base is higher. So it should be extremely hard to deal with. And of course here, you know, just put this where you can get maximum breakage. So to me, this looks like a good spot. And, you know, kablooey. And we're just ready to sub him for the win. So another really great move set. Another easy win. Really strong sub. Very, very strong sub. All right, moving on to 4-star. A little bit more of the same, some slight differences here. We're going to bring in both of the black moves. One of them is a choose yellow. And one of them is a buff yellow gem damage. So we got the delayed vertical suplex, 8 MP black, deal 90k damage and choose 6 gems to make into yellow gems. And the scoop power slam, 4 MP black, deal 58k damage and increase your yellow gem damage by 175% for 3 turns. You could probably do some things choosing this if you wanted to, like, put Dolphin and all of that. But it's going to not come close to the damage on the torture rack. So really, it's more to me just setting up, getting a little bit of extra on the choose and just setting up the torture rack. Like I said, that the sub is so good, it's hard to get away from anything making it better. We will see a slight variation, which is interesting, and a little bit more gem damage base later. And actually, that turned out to be my favorite moveset for the preview anyway. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. So we're going to bring Bray in for black MP to start. You could also double MP trainer this and start turn 1 by taking AJ out. And we'll see a version of that somewhat-ish later. But for now, we're just going to keep going with this. This one, you could also potentially add the boss plate to the list if you wanted to, since we're choosing. But then you're hitting the sub, so I still think filling the yellows will be better. Also, do keep in mind with the time, once again, if you don't have a yellow, we have a purple. And it makes it really easy to load the sub this turn. So 1-3 match will more than do it. Hopefully I won't cascade. For a little extra damage, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 sets on the matchy match. You can see the damage isn't bad, almost 40k on those. So definitely you could hit fairly hard on a big choose, but I mean, compared to this 2.1 million plus sub, it's not really that great. Also, alternatively, could have tried to get a black and kind of recycle, because this can be prone to a little bit of recycling issues, this build, after the first turn, depending on where the breaks are on the board, because we don't have anything to choose to them, and you can see it's not looking great right now. There's not a purple match right off that I see either. Ideally, purple or yellow would be great. So it's not looking super amazing. There's a purple drop in though. And we get this nice row break here too. So that's the one problem with this moveset, if we don't keep a lot of our gems on the board. Still going to get the job done pretty easily because the sub drains them, but it's not my preference. Board shuffle. Can we get rid of that noise, please, Scopely? The sub is just so powerful. All right, triple yellow. 5-star moveset. Again, General's Orders or Time Once Again plate. Very similar to what we've seen, except this keeps the reversal in. If for some reason you're not using Kofi, he's a really high demand, so I don't think that's super likely. And this one, you definitely want one of these yellow MP generators for the recycle, should you need it. The reversal's there to bail you out of trouble, though. So let's bring Kofi in. And this one now has the 5-star move in it, the Flying Forearm Fat Smash. 7 MP yellow, deal 82k damage and make 12 X-Break gems into black gems. This helps to blow up the board after the sub. We do need a yellow match, barring that a purple match with Time Once Again, so it gives you a few more outs, 2 different outs, just increasing your odds of being consistent on turn 1. General's Orders would do the same. In this case, we don't have a yellow or a purple. So that's fantastic. We wouldn't have a red either. So pretty ugly board, really. I go over here. Guess now we're going here. Now we get everything we need. C'est la vie. It is what it is. Again, not my favorite moveset. I'm just showing you guys options. The last one, I believe, is my favorite for tours. Maybe not in feud, but also I think maybe. Okay, you've had your fun, Ivar. My turn. Crazy strong sub. So if you're a sub person, if you like your Mutant Doink, if you like your Brock, you're already buying sub perks for feud, I think Lex is going to be somebody you really, really are going to like. For sure. Definitely going to like him. So I could use the kick out. I don't want to because I have the cross breaks, or the X breaks rather, everywhere. So I don't want to. I don't want to blow them up right now since we can kick out easily. So here's the 5-star move. It's going to turn all of these black and blow up the board. So refills our moves, blows up the board, does good damage. It's pretty nice for his moveset, especially if you keep very many of those breaks on the board. The downside is with all the sub trainers, we're lasting 7 turns instead of like 4. So you don't always get that big boom. Okay, last move set. And this is, we're going to do a little bit different. All of these have been a turn 2. So this one is going to be turn 1. You guys do know I like to start turn 1. We can get the sub down turn 1. And we're going to do a little bit of gem damage on this one. Since you saw how we can blow up the board like that after the sub. This kind of combines the best of all worlds to me. And that's why it's my favorite. So we've seen all the moves. We're bringing the choose move back. And this will help recycle to the choose. So recycles really well. You could potentially also put cheap shot on this, time once again, general's orders, etc. We're going to go double MP trainer. So Ted in this case and Bray. Going to keep Drew on there. And we're actually going to take Shelton off. Since we're blowing up the board, we're going to go with Santa Hogan. Or hopefully blowing up the board, right? So we're doing 1.2 million with the sub still. It only lasts 4 turns. As long as we don't cascade, we can get it turn 1. And then potentially keep them down with the flying forearm smash. That's the idea behind this. Looking for like a really quick win. 2-3 matches will do it. We can put another one on the board, why not? Mini cascade, nothing that'll hurt us. And being the sub only lasts 4 turns, much more likely to keep our gems. This is looking pretty nice for a big boom here. A lot of good area, good spread. We should get some nice action here. This is where the Santa Hogan comes in clutch. Boom. There goes the board. Another little cascade. 760k pin. And Ivar can't kick out. Really fast win. Start turn 1. Drain him. Of course, in feud, the sub will be even bigger. So I kind of like that one a lot. That worked practicing really, really well for me. And I think it's my favorite. So there's Lex, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this preview. Let me know what you think in the comments. And remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Other than that, thanks for watching, and good luck this weekend, guys.